Hi friends, this is Archana with Divine Soul Resonance. I want to welcome all my new subscribers and a big thank you to all my existing subscribers for all your love and support in giving me this opportunity to express my passion, my truth, and be this clear channel as a guiding light for others. For we are here to share our own insights. Today is May 29th, and I have a full moon reading for us. So what is it that can no longer be hidden? What needs illumination? What needs illumination? What needs to be released? What do we need to let go of? And as we illuminate parts that have been hidden and release, there's transformation. So what is emerging as we go through this process? What's our crowning energy and what will ground what's coming forth? A beautiful reading indeed. Orbs, all about our mental space, our clarity, our thinking. So a clear mind leads to clear intention and focused intention. When the mind is clouded, perhaps through emotional upheavals, we know the energies of the past have been very intense. So we've had upheavals, all that storm, all that emotional turbulence, anger, sadness, resentment, exhaustion, fear. Are we escaping? So if we have been escaping our problems, hiding, so as not to feel that pain, that grief, that resentment, that anger, because of all that turbulence of the emotions, our soul is not going to grow. We're going to have a lot of mental confusion, mental anguish. So what is being asked of us? Dolphin represents our higher self. What is being asked is to shed light on what we fear, what we're trying to escape. Shed light on that. Looking at what you've been hiding under the rug. Looking at not the struggles of suffering. So what the dolphin is asking is look at not the suffering or the pain or the anguish. Look at it from a higher perspective of what lesson is it bringing forth. What is it that this event at this place that I've drawn into my life, what lesson is coming forth? Right? 4. Do you see from this turbulence, what do we have up ahead? I don't know. I want to bring that up. Sacred geometries, Metatron's cube. As we face our issues, we look at it from the lessons that it's bringing. Release through forgiveness. Release the fear. What we're going to be looking at is the beauty of creation. It's going to bring in greater mental clarity. That's what that Metatron's cube, higher vibration, a creative energies. We're allowing what we're allowing a creative mind. That's what we have come here on earth to do, to be creative. So this has been part of what has been our karmic energy of what we have created, this emotional turbulence. So now is the time to look at it so that you can move ahead. It's not that you're not going to take the thoughts ahead, that you're going to lose the thoughts. No, but you're going to learn. We're going to learn to look at it from a different perspective. We're going to look at it from a higher perspective. So the dolphin, a higher self, the cetacean matrix, is going to help us focus on the beauty of creation. We are the creators of our reality, and we are creating our reality, whether we think of it as consciously or not. Once we recognize that, what we're also going to need to do is release dominance, release the ego attachment. So here, the Seven of Flames, I've chosen the Syrian star seed so that we are here manifesting on earth as star seeds. We have come here fully coded. And as a spiritual seeker, we go through our journey. That's what tarot is. A spiritual seeker's journey with all the elements. Flames, a spirit. Here, the question is, have you been defending yourself? Or are you letting your fire energy be more dominant rather than loving leadership? So there is kind of a little bit of a fine line between dominance and leadership. Leadership with a heart. See, the fire is our inner flame. But when we don't recognize that each and every soul has that same fire energy, it's a divine spark. But how they're expressing themselves in the 3D reality or on an earth plane is through their thoughts and minds and emotions. But we all have that creative spark within us. No one's is better than the other. It's the same creative spark. So when we get too focused and we put too much importance, self-importance, it's going to create ill will, anger, that fighting energy in others, right? All this battleground going. So what this card is asking us is, how has your communication been? Has it been edgy or compassionate? How are you leading? So in this, the spiritual seeker, when she descends down from that pedestal, pedestal where she is, yes, she has been defending her own spiritual fire, fighting for it, getting others to recognize this is my vision. But what this card is asking us, what this full moon is asking us is, once you recognize that the storms that you've created those storms, and you're ready to descend down from that pedestal, you will get a clearer picture of how to share your passion and your will for all to celebrate. For all to celebrate. What this card is asking us is that it requires for us to be of egoless service. Be compassionate. Have that pure vision that can stoke the passion that burns the hearts of others. Egoless service and compassion. And as you let go, detach from that ego and look back with the dolphin moving into the calmer waters, you will recognize all the sparks are the same. But you recognize that. Where are we transforming to? transformation is going to occur. Transformation is going to occur. 9 of Cups, 9 of Chalices. All this upheaval journey, all of this emotions, turbulence, recognizing self-worth, worth of others, how much to exert, not being domineering, compassionate, learning and recognizing. It's hard. Letting go, releasing, facing the fears, facing the pains. It's hard work. But know that as you do, what's emerging is the spiritual seeker. Here's a spiritual seeker. He's recognized that letting go has helped him realize his dreams. Look at all the illumination that's coming in. And joy is returning back into the seeker after this heavy uphill journey. It's brought him to his successes and achievement. So this card speaks of emotional abundance. The light shines upon him. The goblets are there to be enjoyed. There's great satisfaction, happiness, fulfillment. 9. Hard cycles are ending and coming to, there is illumination in the emotions. So look at that. Mental clarity, bringing in the balance in your own inner flame, letting go of being defensive, opening up your heart chakra and allowing that light, your love light, to flood in, to recognize and look at all of these goblets of happiness and joy, fulfillment. That's what we're transforming into. What is our crowning card? A crowning card says teach. Teach is, and I want you to see this. Teach. This carries dual energy of teaching and learning. So you have much wisdom to offer through all these joys and sorrows, right? So what this card is speaking of is, as you're moving through your journey and as you're moving through your life, you're sorting through this, through reflection. You're coming and you're emerging into this joyful, you're reaching that final one end of your journey. You have much you've gained over time. You may have a chance to, you may get an opportunity to guide another. So when you are guiding another, remember to be a shepherd, to be compassionate, be kind, be gentle. Perhaps you'll get an opportunity to learn something new. It could be through the conversations that you have, through meeting people, perhaps through observation, or even through your own reflection. So learn, share, be kind. I offer what I know, learn what I don't, and remain true to myself. What a beautiful crowning card. How can you ground all this energy? What is it? What is our grounding energy? How can you bring that? It's incredible on what came in as a grounding card. The first card of a spiritual seeker, when you begin your life journey, card number is Fool, the star seed, coded. When you come in on earth, you begin this incarnation and you begin your journey. You have all the tools in front of you. You begin with 1. Manifest. Manifest. I looked at it and I said, wow. Manifest. Creation. Magic. It's the card of the magician. Right? Using those elements, using the tools that you've been given, you create your reality. To me, it's also showing as, because I do divine feminine, divine masculine, I see that there is using both the energies of the masculine and the feminine. Using all the elements of the suits, the earth, mental, right? The physical plane, the mental plane, the emotional plane, and the spiritual plane. Combining all the tools that you've been given to create magic. So right now, the energies, you have the power to create anything you put your mind to. The power of intention, the power of thought. Focused intention can create your desired outcome and creates a new vibration. So this is a time of great power, and you have all the tools to manifest anything that you want. Magic and manifestation are powerful when you come from a place of love. You attract more love. So the ability to love unconditionally, to support, you're cherishing, you're listening, you're forgiving, you're kind, you're joyful, you're happy. Those are amazing tools. That's a great toolbox. And you can create all that you want. But you have to be clear. Be honest with your intention. And then take action. The time is now. The time is now. What is our soul lesson? Our soul lesson coming up is success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. Your idea of success. Success means many, many different things to the ego self, in the material plane. But the soul only knows one success. How deeply you have loved yourself, how deeply you have shared that love with others. This is a time you can manifest anything you put your heart to. The Sacred Traveler journey card. It says joy and delight. Open your heart to joy. Open your heart to joy. Like a wondrous child. Like this little fairy. In the wonderment of what the world brings. Of what the universe has to offer. Release those upheavals, those pains. Don't focus on the suffering. Focus on the lesson. Learn. And then share with others. Tame that inner fire and bring that fire to stoke fire in others, their own flame. It's going to bring in a lot of fulfillment. Message from Atlantis. It says the Sphinx. I'm going to read a part of it. It says, within the temple of Poseidon, a gigantic statue of the Sphinx guarded the eastern gate. This animal represented purity and contained the records for all of the universe, which could only be accessed by the high priest or the priestess. We can re-energize the Sphinx, which is in Egypt, an earthly equivalent, through the power of living in love, harmony, and cooperation. Your guidance is to keep your own counsel. It's to look within, to access your wisdom, and share it appropriately. Share it appropriately. Look for the guidance, wisdom within. This is a message from our Angels of Light deck. And it says, inner strength. Move back to wholeness. Recognize that you have the power. Recognize that you have the power. And my final ultimate, this was just like amazing. This is from one of my favorite decks. It is The Universe Has Your Back. And I said, what final message do you have for the collective, for this full moon? What is the final takeaway message? And it says that joy is the ultimate creator. Joy, lightness, and happiness is one end of the spectrum. Release that, and you're moving in towards that. Learn the lessons and manifest all that your heart desires. I wish you a month of many blessings, much learning, much joy. Open your hearts and allow love to shine. Sending you much love and light.